Mountain View, followed by Edmonton Strathcona.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Children cannot wait. Deprivation each day in Alberta for 70,000 children, including aboriginals, means failure to develop fully, learn and succeed, as well as suffer preventable illness. This is the most important responsibility of government. The Premier has promised to eliminate child poverty in 5 years and cut this huge loss of human potential and societal loss. To the Minister, given the variety of definitions of poverty, how do you define child poverty?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I appreciate such an important issue being brought to the floor of the Legislature today. There is nothing more important than ensuring that our children have a good start in life. For many children in Alberta, they have strong families, they have families that can support them, and they get to go to school with breakfast in their tummies, ready to learn. But for so many Albertan children, we've got more to do. The Premier has promised that we will end child poverty. That's a very, very lofty objective, but it's a very, very important challenge. And, Mr. Speaker, by starting with the Department of Human Services, talking about the fundamentals of society, we're beginning that journey.
Honourable Member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do hope that the Minister will come up with a definition so we can define the benefits. To make good on the Premier's promise to eliminate child poverty, including Aboriginal children, financial resources are needed to ensure these children grow up healthy. With a $3.5 billion deficit this year, where does the Minister plan to find the money?
Honourable Minister.
Good luck. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we do have to keep a sense of humor about us because some of the challenges that we have are so very, very important. And some of the situations that children are in are very tragic. The honourable member asks me to define poverty. That's one of the problems we in fact have. There are so many people going around trying to define what poverty is. I think we need to focus on what kind of a society we want to have and how we ensure that every child has the opportunity in Alberta to reach their potential and take advantage of the opportunities that we have here in this province.
Well, I'm not sure if the others heard, but I heard the Finance Minister say good luck. That's unfortunate about our children. Ensuring that children do not live in poverty is a noble goal, but without plans, without a commitment to it, and no appetite to ask the public to pay, is this not simply an empty promise as children lurch from crisis to crisis in this province?
Honourable Minister.
No, Mr. Speaker. It's not an empty promise. Mr. Speaker, this Premier has promised and this government has promised that we will work with Albertans, and we are working with Albertans in discussing a social policy framework that helps us to understand what kind of a society we want to have and how important it is in that society for each and every child to be able to reach their potential. That means all of us, not just government, not just this government, all governments, all societies, all individuals have to come together to deal with this important societal problem. It's not one to make light of, and yes, I did make a bit of a joke, and I think it's important for us to keep our sense of humour, but it's really important for us to make sure that every child has the opportunity to succeed.